Hi everybody, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is a special video. On this video, we're going to be going over the 2015 anti-terrorist stocks. The title of this recent video is, again, 2015 anti-terrorist stocks for a changing world. And I sent this out to actually, I went over this and put together this list over the weekend, and this is after the horrible French terror attacks that happened on Friday. So I got thinking, you remember when I was trading back in just after 9/11, when the event of 9/11 happened, and a lot of those security stocks really started to get momentum, especially the airport screeners and stuff. And this event in itself seems like it's a world-changing event in a way that it kind of hits everyone. It could have been anybody. It could have been, it was everybody. It was like something like 16 different countries had people that were killed. It was open. It was a horrible crime, a horrible act of violence. And so anyway, I started doing some research, and I thought to myself, let's put together that great watch list that really could maybe come into focus. And like I said, we've sent this out on Sunday. So I got into a lot of these setups today. Today's Monday, and I'm sending this out now to the public. We actually sent it out to the members of Day Trading Radio first. And I told them, I said, I think I'm onto something here. Just like we traded the Ebola stocks and we traded some other news event stocks, I think we're a little bit early on this once again. But it's such a good and important sector. And, I want to share the whole watch list with everyone right now. So I don't think it's too late. I want to show you the stocks. I want to discuss some of the setups, and even going forward, or an opportunity, at least you have the information in front of you. I think it's a great list in front of us. We're going to start off right now with a stock called Analogic Corporation. And I'm going to move down here. This is from one of my posts, and I'm going to show you the post. I want to show you the chart in a second. But our security business design manufactures airport check baggage screening systems. Our system is sold through OEM customers, L3 Communication, and it's just again, analog. They do scanning, CT technology, baggage screening. This was, one on the list. I want to show you the chart right now. We're going to move over to the other screen, and then we're going to just move right over here, and you can see the chart of this. Basically, the chart is not bad. I mean, today we did have the upside day. Volume wasn't that great. It wasn't like increased volume. It wasn't our focus stock, but it did fall into the category of maybe anti-terrorist type of play. So I wanted to start the list off with it. But we weren't in this one, not really involved in it. Just one to put on your list. The next stock is FLIR, or FLIR Systems, FLIR. Now I've traded this one before. I know it's a defense kind of. Well, let's go and I'll read you. It's a thermal imaging, visual light imaging, night vision, locator systems, measurements, diagnostic systems, and threat detection solutions. Worldwide, the company operates in six segments: surveillance, instruments, OEM, emerging markets, maritime security, and detection. So FLIR, perfect for this, and all these stocks were pulling back. So when I went over this, and again, I had another video out there. It's still out there somewhere. But basically, I'm just going over and showing you the chart. But it's going to be a day later now, so you're not going to see you're going to see an updated chart. FLIR. We followed this one all day on the site. All day we followed this one straight up. It was on the screen from early this morning. Boom, baby. Now, a lot of these stocks, again, you're going to see that before this event happened, have been really, really just been hit pretty good. And this is the term I call stock rot. A stock that's been continually moving down for the last 2 years in a very recognizable pattern. And again, going back here to 2014, this thing has been going down. Today, big day in it. Big day, crossover. We'll probably have some follow through. I mean, this is great. This is what we want to see. We want to see stocks that are starting to get. Look at this chart. This is the first stock I had up on the screen. A great one on the watch list. Again, they do infrared, thermal imaging, night vision, threat detection solutions. You know, you think about what the modern day terrorist is doing and what just happened in France, and it's going to be hard to detect these people. You know, they're sneaking in with their bomb vests on underneath their clothes. It's hard to detect things. So we're going to have to look at, you know, some new tech that has detection of and a couple of them are coming up on the list right now, but chemical and explosive trace elements of detection is great. Facial recognition, I got some great stocks coming up on that we're moving. Let's just continue on. Instead of I'm telling you, I should show you. All right, next one is Magal Security Systems, MAGS, MAGS. I traded this back in 2001, right after 9/11. It was also a security stock at that point. All those stocks were running, and this I remember being clumped in there with the airport security stocks. But in deeper looking at this a little bit deeper, this falls into two categories we're really concerned about. First of all, of course, terrorism, and the second one, if we were, if you're following the events here with the political debates and the upcoming election for the president coming in next year, immigration and border control is a main issue. And now what happened here in France, and talking about the refugees coming across the borders in France and the France closing their borders, this puts a lot of focus on border security. This stock is a pure play for that. It is a cheap one. It has all the potential for a big rally on this. Let's break it down right now. Magal Security Systems develops, manufactures, and sells safety, security, site management, turnkey products, security segments. The company offers perimeter security systems. Its perimeter security systems include hybrid perimeter intrusion detection system with physical barriers, fence-mounted vibration detection systems, detection grids, gates, fences to protect water passages, VIP residences, other outdoor applications, buried cable sensors, electrical field disturbance sensors. If you're thinking about terrorism and things that disrupt us, terrorism is not just going to go for lives, but they're also going to go for infrastructure and maybe the grid, electrical fields. So this is something that's the company also provides a RoboGuard, a robot that runs on an elevated rail along a perimeter of a protected site or border. A closed circuit television system also they use. And then I outlined and bolded this one. The product are used to protect national borders, military bases, power plants, airports, etc., gas facilities, Olympic villages, stadiums. All these things from intrusion, crime, sabotage, vandalism, infrastructure, assets, and personnel. And again, it's an Israeli-based company, so that might even be a plus for all these refugee countries out there that are accepting these. If they want to establish some type of border, it's not like you're dealing with an Israeli international company. All right, so let's take a look at the chart here. Now this is one of my favorites. I got into this really early this morning. We got in at a great price, right at the open. I think it was at 430 something. We got 430. Our price on this. I forget what it was. Let me move over. Maybe it was a little bit higher. Maybe it was 4 something. Or well, we have a nice profit on. Either way, take a look at this chart. That's the 5-minute today. Take a look at the daily. Bada bing. Bada bing. So it has all the characteristics of a momentum-based stock that gets a big spike. We get more and more talk about it. Gaps up and runs further. We could see this thing. We could easily see this thing up close to $6. And probably even higher, because now Donald Trump and the election and everything that's going on with the election and border and they want to build a wall. Well, this is where you go. And we're gonna go to the next stock here. All right, here's another stock we got into this morning, Monday morning, early on. This was one of my best bets going into this week. OSI Systems, and again, there's a key component of this description that you're gonna like. Together with its subsidiaries, engages in design, manufacturing, and sale of specialized electronic systems, components worldwide. The company operates in 3 segments: security, healthcare, and optoelectronics and manufacturing. The company's security segment provides baggage and parcel inspection, cargo and vehicle inspection, hold baggage screening, people screening, love that, radiation detection, love that, trace detection systems under the rapid scan system name. Trace detection for me, and I'm sure it is, and if I could actually, tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, and I'm going to get on the, I'm actually going to call a couple of these companies and just, I'm just going to talk shop with them and get the real deal. Why not, right? I want to do that live on the air. I'm going to call them up and I'm going to get the real deal on this. But so I got in it. I got in some options on this, and there was no options going on. I was the option player in this one today, and then I got in, and some other people started getting in, and then all of a sudden the options are worth a lot more money. But what I like here is the trace detection, parcel inspection, people scanning, radiation detection. This is great. This is great. Let's take a look at the chart on this. All right, let's just bring this back over here. I'm going to switch it over. Symbol is OSIS. Almost reminds you of ISIS. All right. So here's your perfect. What I liked about this and what made it the best bet, I would probably trade this just on the flag formation of this anyway. Now it also has this, this underlying possible interest that's going to be pushed towards it. If there's any talk about detection systems and stuff, and someone throws this stock out, low float, great chart, high price, I like it for a big pop. We got into it. We'll see how far we go with it. Love the setup. Now we're going to get to some more interesting ones. The next one we're going to look at is what I call momentum play. One of those very cheap setups. You heard about them. They go from 50 cents to $3 in a week. This could definitely be that one. The next ID, NXT ID Incorporated. NXTD. Got in it today in a big way. Got in early, ran at the end of the day. Very happy. Let's talk about it. An early stage technology company focused on product, solution, and services that have a need for biometric secure access control. Company develops Wallet, a physical. All right, not even worried about this part. This part here is about electronic wallets intended to hold information from credit cards, debit, loyalty cards, identification cards, and virtually any magnetic stripe card to allow the owner of the card and configure. Not really doing that. I'm more of looking at this mobile bio voice match. Not that one. Let's go down here. Here it is. It also offers face match, a modular facial recognition system from smartphones, tablets, laptops, and desktops. They also do 3D face match biometric identity system and identity management platform providing 3D facial recognition and 2D facial recognition and optical fingerprint biometrics for travel and immigration. So tracking immigration and tracking people coming in and out of the country. Imagine they had to go through there, and all of a sudden you had a facial recognition scanner there, and you had you had tons and tons of databases with the people's international figures and crime people and everyone. You could easily match them up with these identifications, and that would that would oversee passports and fake passports and stuff like that. Plus, you have the fingerprint biometrics for travel and immigration, access control, law enforcement, 3D sketch artists, 3D software, face composite sketches. They say it is a early stage technology company. It was trading at 50 something cents a share. Typically, I would not even bother. But because of the events and the hard research over the weekend I did, I was able to dig this one out, because I said facial identification is, how do you find a terrorist in a ballpark or in a crowded area? Well, what if there was a camera that scans the area and picks up those facial features? I mean, that's one option. Is that going to happen? Probably not. Will someone mention it? Will it get some play? Yes, maybe it will. The volume picked up today. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. This is, again, it was trading at 50 something cents. It's trading at 66 cents. At the end of the day, we had a little volume coming in. Not bad. Not bad. Some volume sneaking in here at the end of the day. It's a long shot. But it's a shot I'm in. And I like it. I think it has the potential for someone to run it, just like the Ebola scare. If you traded the Ebola, we traded Lakeland, Lake, E. Now trading at 12.85. We were in it like a day early on that. We were, it's just the same kind of thing. We have to go back all the way back down here. It was trading about $6. It went to $28. So this is the Ebola scare back here. So we got in way back here. We were in at $6 and change because we were just thinking outside the box. Found that Lakeland Technologies Industries here sold these biohazard suits and stuff. There was another company too that did something similar, and we got into that one too. And you could see this thing exploded. So they all come back down. They're all probably not worth what they eventually go to. But this is what an event like. If you get a little focus on an event, if there's even rumors and stuff, or they're talking more about Border Patrol, we're in these border stocks, where you talk more about, how they're going to combat the terrorists. Well, maybe someone comes on and says, well, you have to use facial recognition. We got to do fingerprint scanning. Believe me, these stocks might get some play. So this is important. Not talking Lakeland. Lakeland is that play is over. But we're going back to the NXT. What was it? NXTD, right? NXTD. This one. Is there a possible bounce here? Take a look at the history of the stock. We go back here a couple years ago. It was trading up here around $5 and change. We had a couple bounces. Back here we had a bounce. October it went from $1.50 to $4. And every so often we get a little bounce here. This seems like a perfect time for a bounce for this one. If they wanted to manipulate it, that's what I like. You got to play the game. This is the perfect opportunity for this one to get a little manipulation going. So I throw it out to you guys. Hopefully you could use that. There was some other stocks we had on the watch list, bigger stocks that we talk about when we talk about security and everything else. And let's just kind of go through those for a second. We have, of course, our personal home defense, Ruger, RGR, Smith & Wesson, SWHC, and Taser, TASR. Then we have our military defense and largest security stocks, General Dynamics, 3L, L3, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, United Technologies, Raytheon. So there's the symbols. And these tend to move on this type of event too. So we did see good movement in these stocks today. They've all started to bounce. And that's our list for today. There was other ones that we have on the other video, but these are the important ones I wanted to get out to you today. These are on my list and my focus list and what we're trading right now at Day Trading Radio. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got some benefits out of it, and we'll see you in the markets.